I mean, it's night and day now. Like the way I used to work, the way I used to write code now versus like, I don't know, even 4 months ago. It's complete like night and day. I used to be the type who like I spent a lot of my time just coding, writing my own code and writing my own unit tests, developing my own packages and libraries and all that stuff. I used to be that person before. Now it's a little bit different. I feel like I spend a lot more of my time now just designing, right? So it's not vibe coding. It's definitely not vibe coding because I'm not just going into a prompt and this whole. I don't know if you know this whole vibe coding thing. Have you ever heard about this?
No, I do.
You know
Yeah,
about
I
this?
do.
Okay. So there's this whole thing about vibe coding now where people go into their IDEs and they just like, hey, I want to create an app that does yada yada yada
Yeah,
yada yada yada, and they just like write something like, and then AI just creates something, and then they just, hey, here it is. It's not that. I feel like, so I'll
yeah,
give you an example. Right now, I'm developing a simulation engine for HRMIS data. So HRM data is Human Resources Information Management System. That probably doesn't mean anything to you, but oftentimes governments are interested in optimizing on their payroll. So oftentimes governments will come to the bank and just be like, hey, so the public sector payroll is spiraling out of control in the sense that like every year we are paying significantly more money than we were paying out either in pensions or in paying our staff across the entire federal government. And we need to figure out how to optimize this and sort of either help reduce our wage bill, make our wage bill a little bit more efficient, or they will come and be like, hey, this AI revolution is becoming a thing. How do we actually like change our workforce a little bit? Okay. So things like that. And so we at the bank will oftentimes be like, okay, can you give us access to your HRMIS system? Can you just send us all the data you have about like the employees that you have in your government